Now, you may have heard of this movie. I think a lot of people have. What's really notable about this movie is it's one of Eddie Murphy's worst movies. Also, one of the biggest commercial flops ever at the box office. It's The Adventures of Pluto Nash. There you go. Eddie Murphy in all his glory. Let me just say right off the bat, this is not a bad movie. Well, it's not good. It's not a terrible movie, and Eddie Murphy's actually pretty good in it. But there's nothing really good about it. It's just there, and the whole movie goes by, and it's either boring, predictable. It seems to be set in a world just like seems like Total Recall. You know, the colony on Mars, a little shanty town on Mars kind of thing. Well, that's happening on the moon. Eddie Murphy's a nightclub owner. In the beginning, we see how he gets to acquire the nightclub. He's a former criminal and blah, blah, blah. And it's all about criminals on the moon, I guess. And it's dumb. And it's Randy Quaid plays his robot butler. Embarrassingly bad. So he's bad in it. I mean, hey, well, who'd have thought Randy Quaid would be bad in anything, right? Cousin Eddie. There's some chase sequences that are really lame. There's some proto CGI going on in there that really doesn't work. Or if it does, it just goes by and it's of no consequence. So, like, effects and things like that, I mean, there's a lot of, like, gravity things bouncing on the moon and whatever, and there's some action elements that have to do with the lunar terrain, and okay, this is not one of the worst movies ever made, but it's not even middle of the road. It's definitely in the bottom, but it's not as bad as people say. But it's really a chore to get through this movie. It's, like I said, it's boring. I mean, if it's trying to be a comedy, it is not very funny at all. I mean, there doesn't even seem to be very many jokes at all. And from one of the funniest people on the planet. Why do they stick him on the moon? That's all I gotta ask. It didn't work. Sorry, Eddie. You're out of here.